Good morning, and happy Tuesday. How's everybody doing today? This is a day that the Lord has made. We're going to rejoice and we're going to be glad in it. Walking with Gigi. I'm Gigi. It's a beautiful morning here in the 757. Move, move, move if you can. If you can come outside and breathe in this fresh air, that's great. But if not, walk around, move, move. I don't think it's a day that goes by that I hear on the news the benefits of walking and moving almost every day. Just heard something again this morning. But move, 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 move. It does a body good. All right, I got a gem nugget for you, inspired by our daily bread. And I tell you, this this lesson just hits it on the head for a lot of people. And in Psalm 13, the title of today's lesson is God's Wise Purposes. But this is the thing, sometimes, and I don't know about you, I feel like I have ADHD, because I want things to happen. Attention deficit hyperactivity disorder. I want things to happen now. I want things that happened like yesterday, especially when it comes to the promises of God. And you pray for something and look like it's taking so long. And I know I'm not the only one. David David was going through it too in Psalm 13. And there's a couple of things that comes out of this passage. The Lord just dropped in my spirit. But David said, in Psalm 13, how long, Lord, oh my gosh, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long must I wrestle with my thoughts and day after day have sorrow in my heart? How long will my enemy triumph over me? Look on me and answer, Lord my God. Give light to my eyes, or I will sleep in death, and my enemy will say, I have overcome him, and my foes will rejoice when I fall. But the turning point is when he says, but I trust in your unfailing love. My heart rejoices in your salvation. I will sing the Lord's praise, for he has been good to me. How long? Oh, that's the thing that sticks out to me. How long? When it comes to God, we have to understand, and I know it's hard to understand because sometimes, especially as we're getting older, God, you're everlasting. You there's no beginning or ending to you. You are infinite. But Lord, my time is limited. And sometimes you ask her, how long? When is the breakthrough coming through? When I'm going to find somebody to be with? When are you going to defeat the enemies that come up in my life? We got a lot of questions. And we ask that question, how long? But this is my answer, and it's my gem nugget. He's an on-time God. And if I add it like Dottie Peoples, yes, he is. See, the thing is, and I'm gonna read it just like it is in this daily bread. I like this one little quote. Our God is not only perfect in his wisdom, but also in his timing. Did you hear that? He's not only perfect in his wisdom, but he's also perfect in his timing. That's why he's an on-time God. Dottie people say he may not come when you want him, but he'll be there right on time. Sometimes there's a reason why God does the things when he does it. Because we have to understand, that's like Romans 8:28, that all things work together for good to those who are called of the Lord and are called, that love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. I think that is the thing that just bothers us is God's timing. But I want to let you know the thing is that he comes through. And another thing that stuck out to me, a lot of times, people say, well, you shouldn't question God. Why shouldn't I question God? Isn't he omniscient? Doesn't he know everything? I guess people say, well, it's disrespectful to question God. David did it right here. How long? Lord, give me some answers. And he's willing to answer you. Now he chooses how he answers you. Just like tonight, we're going to get into a lesson tonight. Faith. Look like these things go together. Faith in God's purpose. And we have to not only have faith in God's purpose in our life, but we have to have faith in his timing. We have to have faith in his timing. Maybe some things are not meant to come to pass for you in this generation. Maybe it's in the next generation. But, it's just like when David said, I would have fainted if I hadn't seen the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. So thank you, in the land of the living. So we have to trust not only in his purpose, but we have to trust in his timing. I know it's hard. I know it is hard, but I thank God. I realize now as I get older, God is working with me, with my patience. And when I do see things come through, and maybe it's later than I really intended, when I look back on it, oh God, I see why you didn't let it happen then when I wanted it. Maybe I wasn't prepared for it. Maybe I wasn't ready for it. But you are so wise in your timing. But it's all right. Two things I want you to realize from this today is that he's an on-time God. He may not come like dying people say, but his timing is perfect. And the other thing, guess what? If you really get frustrated and you're wondering, you can ask God. You can go to God. He's omniscient. He knows everything. Why shouldn't you question God when you have those perplexing questions? We even going to see tonight in the lesson on Church School Live. Join me for Church School Live. A prophet named Habakkuk had the same kind of questions. And so you tune in tonight because we have to have faith in his purpose, and we have to have faith, oh Lord, most of all in his timing. We know his plans are good for us. Jeremiah 29:11 tells us that. But when he does it, I think that's the thing that really, gets to us, gives us some symptoms of ADHD, is the waiting part, is the waiting game, on when he's going to do it. And like I said, sometimes it's not even for your generation. It might be for the next generation. I know you might not want to hear that part, but it might be for the next generation. But God, don't forget, he is wise in his purpose, and he's wise in his timing. Again, join me this evening on the Gem Nugget channel and Church School Live. These lessons are coming for a reason. When we look at the climate, the political climate, even around the world, our government, things that's happened. I know we're asking these questions. Lord, when are you going to fix this stuff? But he has his perfect timing. Even when Jesus was supposed to come and be born, said in the fullness of time, God sent his son. So, he's wise in his time. And so hang in there. Hang in there. Be assured that God, when he does things, he does it on purpose, and he does it in his time. Again, join me for Church School Live. I teach from the International Sunday School Lessons, and the title, Faith in God's Purpose. Y'all be blessed and enjoy this beautiful day. Bye-bye.